Vi, the Hex Gauntlet-wielding badass of League of Legends, joins the fray of 2xKO. And in this video, I'll be going over how to pilot the character, so that way you'll know how to take her online and dominate. Without further ado, let's get into the video. So starting off with Vi, we are going to learn how to and understand how to play her neutral game. So one thing I can go over is her weaknesses and strengths. Her weakness is she's kind of stubby. She doesn't have the best normals. So against characters like, for example, Illaoi and Darius, she's gonna struggle in neutral, just because they have moves that can like reach further out than she can even like try to get close to them. So it's gonna be a struggle bus if you don't have the right assists, which we'll get into later with synergy for Vi. But just know that you want to have good synergy with Vi, otherwise this character is just gonna be a burden on you and make you not want to play the game like I did for myself. So, without rambling, her dash is really good. You want to try to utilize it as much as possible. Dashes just in this game are really good. They're fast, and they can reposition you like inside and outside of your opponent's normals really quick. So one thing you can do with Vi is like dash up, do medium. Her mediums are actually decent. Her crouching medium's really good. It'll catch opponents trying to retreating guard or backdash, so you could try to run up, hit them with that, and then continue with your medium heavy string. So you can go from medium to crouching medium to standing medium, just for pressure's sake. We'll go into pressure here, but you can do that as a hit confirming option. Her standing heavy punch doesn't have much range and it's really slow, and if you whiff, you're dead. They're gonna whiff punish you for like half your life, so try not to use this in neutral. Try to use her mediums more. So that gets me into her neutral skipping game, and that's with her S1. So I'll just be referring to specials for with S, and then just following it up with S1 or S2 for special. S1 is her gauntlet punch that launches her forward. So this is why you want to use characters like Jinx. So you can do this and then cover it and continue your pressure. It's kind of busted, and so even if they try to take their turn back, the rocket will hit them, and you will be able to convert into a combo. So this is honestly, you kind of want to use this a lot in neutral. Like, even if you happen to just clip them at around this range with it, you're safe. They can't punish you. But it's even better if you like charge it up slightly and then back yourself up with an assist. So her command dash, which is back or forward S1, this can go into a Rekka of light, medium, heavy. So you can use this to kind of like, you know, bait your opponent into a whiff or something, and then do a forward S1, 2, and then hit confirm from there. But that's kind of really how you want to play Vi in a gist in neutral. She is kind of a little hard to play in neutral, again, if you don't have the right synergy with assists. And this is why I think Jinx is one of her best assists. She can just cover the bottom half of the screen, and then Jinx can like, or sorry, Vi can go for like jump in pressure or a cross up. That's another thing. Her jumping heavy is her cross up tool. You can also do down heavy, and this does like a shock move, and this will stun them, take them off block. So if you jump over them, you can run up. I messed up, but you can run up and go for a combo. So yeah, just keep in mind she has 2 cross-ups. It's her jump heavy and then down heavy. Down heavy is kind of a universal cross-up in this game, so just keep that in mind. And that is Vi's neutral game in a gist. So let's talk about what you want to do on block when you get your opponent to block your pressure. Universal pressure with like light, medium, heavy is kind of what you want to do with Vi, but there's also some other things you can do. if you do her Rekka up to medium, so you can do Rekka medium or light medium, this is true pressure, gapless, and the only thing they can do is push block. And if you go into the overhead, this has a huge gap. So try not to go into overhead unless you cover it with an assist. But even then, I think just doing this and then doing an assist call is better. And it's not too overcomplicated for you. You don't have to think about pressing too many buttons. Like, when you do that, you have to press tag or your assist button and then the overhead to cover it. If you just do light medium, this makes you have less to think about, and it still makes your pressure pretty damn good. Okay, so now we can talk about her like tick throw pressure with her command grab. So if you don't know, out of her S1, forward and back S1, if you press throw, she'll do this command grab. So that's another thing you can mix in with your pressure, is like instead of doing your Rekka, what you can do is get them to condition to block that, and then you can go in for you know, your command grab. And then after that, she can get an OTG, but we'll get into combos later. This is just another layer of like pressure with her. Once you get them to start blocking that, you can just go for your tick grab. Another thing is you don't want to go for the command grab off of a heavy because the block's done. You have to actually delay it too much. See, like right there, I was in too much block stun and it whiffed. So the best way to land this is either off like a light string or something, because the block stun is so little, you'll be able to land it right away. And with mediums, you can do the same thing, just kind of do it right away. Okay, maybe not. You have to delay it a little bit, but not as much as like if you do it heavy. So use your command grab off of lights and a medium, crouching medium, so you can go standing medium, crouching medium, and then go into your dash and command grab. So now we can get into her cross-up pressure. So if you press S2 twice while holding forward or back, you can go forward back, or you can go double back. Okay, maybe you can't go double back. You can go double forward though. And what this does is it cross-ups your opponent. Crosses up your opponent. Sorry. And this opens up another layer of pressure. So what you can do is medium, crouching medium, heavy, and then call your assist, and then you can cross them up and continue your pressure. If you don't feel comfortable like calling your assist in and then crossing them up, you can just do this and try to, you know, just set them up on, or set yourself up on the other side. You can also just do like really small pressure, like medium, dash, or cross up, yada yada. And this just opens up for a lot of mix-up potential, because you can go something like that and then handshake tag into your assist, and go from there. So the don'ts I want to talk about of like what you don't want to do is, again, in her Rekka, you don't want to go into heavy, because this has a huge gap and can be parried. But one thing you can do is, if your opponent likes to parry the overhead, and you know they will, you can charge this, and what this will do is go into a combo. You'll ground bounce them, and then you'll be able to convert into a combo and get some pretty good damage off that. So yeah, that's kind of how you like pressure with Vi. This is gonna take some muscle memory and practice to get down, like just calling in assists and then crossing them up, going for your pressure, and then figuring out like what other mix-up options you can go from there. Basically, just use tick throws, use your Rekka pressure into assists, and then you can use that to even further your pressure, or you can use your assists to create cross-up pressure. So that's kind of, again, how you pressure with Vi. So when it comes to assist synergy with Vi, the 3 criteria that you want to fill are assists that can cover you in neutral and help Vi get in. The other is pressure. What can you do with assists, and can you create any good ambiguous mix-ups with her? Two characters I can think of that both fill this criteria are Echo, Illaoi, and Jinx. These all help her get in on her opponent, as well as help create crazy mix-ups that will make your opponent guess. The third criteria is how well they will combo together and how much damage they can do together. Of course, the character and assist don't have to fill all three of these, but they definitely will help when it comes to the game of 2XKO, because this is a very fast-paced fighter. Characters like Vi, she struggles trying to get in by herself, so she needs some backup. And Echo, Jinx, and Illaoi are three of the characters I can think of off the top of my head that you want to put with Vi.
What do you got? All day. What do you got? All day. Kiss the ground. Knuckle up. Take down. What do you got? All day. Hit the face. What do you got? All day. Hit the face. What do you got? All day. 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 What do you got?